Mr. Fish is the name of two fictional supervillains appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. The Mortimer Norris version of Mr. Fish first appeared in Luke Cage, Power Man number 29, and was created by Bill Mantlo and George Tuska. Initially, Luke Cage, Power Man number 29 was intended to continue a storyline from the 28th issue. The continuation of that story was running late. Because of these deadline considerations, the splash page admits, this fill-in story, No One Laughs at Mr. Fish, was created to ensure number 29 hit the stands on schedule. The Bill Morris version of Mr. Fish first appeared in Daughters of the Dragon number 4 and was created by Justin Gray, Jimmy Palmiotti, and Perry Evans. Mr. Fish was once an ordinary human being, a petty crook named Mortimer George Norris who stumbled upon some stolen radioactive material while on a job. The exposure made him dizzy and caused him to fall into the East River. When he emerged, he had been mutated into an amphibious fishman with enhanced strength. He used these powers to establish a Mag-Gia branch in his area, aided by a group of thugs and his second-in-command, a dwarf named Shrike. This attempt was cut short by a battle with Luke Cage. Mr. Fish initially seemed to have the upper hand. His men overpowered Cage, and Fish himself used a mysterious concussive ray gun to knock Cage out, taking him to a deserted construction site. However, and despite Shrike's advice to finish Cage off before he awoke, Mr. Fish waited until Cage awoke so that he could recount his origin and master plan. Cage got his second wind and made short work of Fish's men. In a desperate move, Fish rushed towards Cage with a steel girder, but Cage dodged and Fish fell off the building, seemingly dying on impact. Mr. Fish turns up alive during the all-new, all-different Marvel relaunch, to warn Tombstone that the Black Cat will be targeting him and his criminal empire during an upcoming gang war for control of Harlem. Burgeoning crime lord Alex Wilder later crashes one of Tombstone and Mr. Fish's meetings, beating the former and magically banishing the latter to hell. After recovering from the attack, Tombstone rescues Mr. Fish from hell, with the help of Black Talon. Bill Norris, the first Mr. Fish's similarly mutated brother, was introduced visiting an exotic nightclub with the Walrus. He subsequently joined the Flash Mob, a group of former opponents of Luke Cage, during Shadowland. The assemblage of villains confront the new Power Man, and are remanded to Rikers Island after being defeated by him in Iron Fist. A few members of the Flash Mob, including Mr. Fish, are eventually bailed out by Big Ben Donovan. When a virus begins giving people spider powers similar to Spider-Man's during the Spider Island storyline, Mr. Fish and the rest of the Flash Mob are among those infected, prompting them to try and escape from the quarantined Manhattan. They are prevented from doing so by the Heroes for Hire. Mr. Fish has enhanced strength, a fish-like appearance, and a gun. This version of Mr. Fish was about to enact his master plan only for him and his henchmen to encounter the Fantastic Four. Human Torch used his flames to dehydrate Mr. Fish, enough for a police officer to knock him out and arrest him. A variation of the Mortimer Norris version of Mr. Fish appears in Season 2 of Luke Cage, portrayed by Hakeem Calendar. While he still has the nickname Mr. Fish, he does not possess any superhuman abilities and resembles a normal man. He and his gang approach Misty Knight and Colleen Wing while they are having drinks in a bar and plans to assault Misty as retaliation for her sending his brother Bill to Dannemora. Misty manages to fight Mortimer and overpower him despite only having one arm to punch, while Colleen makes short work of his lackeys. Both of them leave as Misty tells the bartender to put their drinks on Mortimer's tab.